Well, good day, basketball fans. Christopher here. Thanks for checking out the game. 8U PeeWee Division, black and gold pinstripes, are the Buda Jags. 1-1 here in week 3, facing off against the Spurs White. Not sure their record, but with a mascot like the Spurs, I'm sure they're to be formidable. Inbound will come from them. They'll start on offense, 8-minute periods. 4 of them. Clock has not been reset yet. It still says 16-13 from the last game. And it's 17. Whitaker, who will work to her right side, find the baseline, trying to clear a lane. Darren blocks it. And King collects the rebound, lets everybody come down court, and then he'll pick up the dribble. And looking for Sarin on the right side. Sarin's got off the right edge. Picked up by 23, dribbling around the corner. Find the baseline. Trying to line up for a shot. Couldn't get it. Dishes it off. Shot goes up and out. Got his own board. Back up underneath the basket. Needs to find Sarin right there. Then the shot goes. Defensive board, and it's safely in the hands of the Spurs White. Bounce pass to 23. Card. He'll reset at the top. Sarin will come up and pick him up. Hands out, trying to slap at that ball. He dishes off to 15. A little zone defense here for the Jags, perhaps. Knocked away by 9. And then collected by the Spurs again. Looking for a lane. He's got one. Shot's too high. And Darren's got the ball in his hands. Lets the team go down court. Crossover, left side into the paint goes Darren. Shots up off the glass. He was the lone scorer of the last game when he had 7, which was enough to get the dub for the Jags. Gallo puts this one up. Spinning ball means it may have been blocked. And a tie up here in the paint. I must be missing something because the Jags are shooting at this goal, but they just told White to get back. So they're going to have to get the referee straightened out on this one. So now they got it straightened out, and they got the scoreboard reset here. So 0s on the scoreboard. Sarin calling for it. He'll get it tipped away by Spurs. Out of bounds. It'll stay with the Jags. Inbound, Darren. High pass. 16. Secures it. Dribbles around the horn. Into the paint. 8 has his hands up. And a good pass there to King in the paint. Back to Sarin. Sarin works around the side. He'll take the shot and misfire to the right. But touched by the Spurs, and I think it's a Jags ball still. Inbound goes to Darren. And he's getting the business from the defense and then called a reach-in grab by her. It'll be the Jags ball to inbound. So inbound over the top. Gallo there. King's actually going to collects it. Blocked from the back. Hands off. Shot short. Commotion ensues. Whips away. Back up underneath the backboard. And then the whistles blow. So this time the Spurs will have it as a fresh slew of Jags come in. Sub all 5 of them. And 23 will take his time, crossing midcourt. Fire over to the right side. Smith will take a 3-ball. Find the corner. Miss it. Grabbed and then turned over. And Smith races around, and then Pootie's got it. And they're going to let the Spurs team get down court. And the smile on Pootie's face, you got to love it. And then 17 takes it away, and he takes it right back. Dribbles to the goal, loses it there on the ground, and a kick called. So inbound from the far side, looking for Kai, but taken away by 5, and then ripped back out. And a reach in, I think, or maybe they just got to let him, can't press. 2-4 to bring the ball down for the Spurs. Left to right they work. Scoreless in this one. Rivas dishes, and Gabriel with the steal. Here comes 23. Open shot, layup off the glass, misses the left side. Good look. 5 comes racing the other direction. Kai picks him up, body checks him, and then into the paint he goes. Misses over the top. Sanchez gets the board high over the glass, and the ball dropped there. Baseline shot, recoil. 23 gets it, and they're getting lots of offensive boards here. And then a tie-up call, jump ball. And the ball goes to the Spurs. Error. 5's going to put it back too high. Sanchez collects, so back and forth the Spurs go. Blocked. 17's got an open shot. She's high on the glass. Rolls around. Kai trying to save it. And he'll stay with White as he was already out of bounds when he touched it. And so it didn't matter. Howard will defend on the inbound. Arms go up. Sanchez finds 5 under the goal. He puts it up and rattles it home. And the first points of the game belong to the Spurs. Kai gonna try to respond. Works to his right side. Got good handles all the way up. He goes high shot, too high. And then a good offensive board. Puts it back. It's gonna be short. And 8 can just stand flat-footed and grab the rebound because he's a head taller than everybody else. Lets everybody come down. Bounce pass, Caro rather. Over to 24. Line drive shot out of bounds. Javon will work the point. Dish off to Pooty. Pooty got 3 guys on him, means there's some open players. Races down the baseline and shot blocked. It'll stay with the Black Jags. So 5 fresh Jags on the court for start of period number 2. Darren works to his right side, whips around all the way off the glass, too strong. Offensive board. It's Elijah who's got it. Cardona over to Darren. He'll take the mid-range jumper and get close, and 17's got her a rebound. And then knocked away, but they're going to say she's got a chance to get across midcourt before any defense ensues. And they'll just feed him right there in the middle of the floor. 15 will work to his right side. Darren could have slid over maybe, but went to get his guy. 3 blocked by Darren. Then he gets it away, misses the left, and 8's got a rebound. And they'll let him have free access down the court. Darren, quick dribble, into the paint, he goes, shot goes up, and again, too strong. Darren gets his own rebound, got to put a little finesse on it. 17 giving him the business, body check, and too long, didn't do anything with it, and they'll call a turnover. So no shot clock, but there is an imaginary clock that the refs keep, saying you've got to make a move with the ball to do something, or they'll blow the whistle on you and call the turnover. Darren trying to give it right back to her, and ties her up. Inbound coming from the Spurs end of the court. 15 on the top, nearly stolen. Monica will turn and fire and bag it. How about 3? And he hits the gritty. So 4 unanswered for the Spurs. Jags work around midcourt. High dribble. Monaco trying to steal it from him. 33 all the way in. Layup. And couldn't get it to go. Good looking shot. Back over to Darren. Brown lines up for a 3. Whistle almost blown, and he will go to the line and shoot 2 this time. So first free throw opportunity of the game will come at the form of Darren's hands, and he will take a couple dribbles, line up and fire one, find the back of the rim. 4 fresh feet for the Spurs as Darren gets ready to take aim at shot number 2. Referees get these guys lined up on the key, and gonna have to jump for a rebound here if it doesn't drop. 4-0 Spurs. Jags looking for some offense, and Darren's got this one. Jags are on the board. So 4-1, 3-point game, the count. Advantage Spurs. Halfway through the second period, and Darren picks up the point guard at midcourt. Smith wheels around. Elijah lets him go by. Shot's too long, and Darren's got a rebound. And Darren's gonna hold it and let the team get down court. Keeps that dribble alive, into the paint, around the Sanchez, high shot, and too strong again. And then he gets it again, puts it back up, and same result. Elisha has it, puts it back up, and knocks it down. 34, it's got a hot hand, and it's a 1-point game. So back from the timeout, 3:30 to play in the first half, 4-3 advantage Spurs, and they've got the ball working left to right. 15 slides out to cover, goes by him, and a good-looking put-up won't go. Offensive board, Rivas trying to go back up with it, and Darren swipes it and has it, and whistles blow, saying he's got a chance to bring it down unimpeded. So here comes Darren, trying to climb back in this one. Kai back in the game now. Howard works from the wing. Sanchez picks him up. Here he goes, puts it up and in, and Howard's on the board. First lead of the day for the Jags, 5-4. 24 works the left side. Kai's going to slide over and pick him up, and then a tackle ensues, and they're going to call a foul, I think, on 15, 16. A blocking foul picked up by McKellar. Sanchez blocked by Kai, but fouled, and he'll go to the line. Sanchez to shoot 2. First one finds the back of the rim and drops out. 8 working to try to tie this game. Shot on its way, short, and Perez races over but couldn't find it in time. Out of bounds, it must have been saved. Over to 5. King takes the shot. It's too deep, and Darren's there to collect. And they'll let him dribble down uncontested, and here he comes. Hits the gas. Moves over. Olay banks one, nearly dropped it, and Sanchez has a board. And they got to let him dribble across. Now it's fair game. Cairo took the headband off, almost swiped, and Darren's got it. And here comes Zero, high and too strong again. Got to work that layup. He's been there all day, but just hasn't been able to make good on it. And Kai swipes him. Howard lets him come on down. And good defensive show here by the Jags. Good crossover by Howard into the paint. Floater won't drop. Board is Sanchez's. And he's got a number of them. And they're going to let him dribble. And he will. King comes to help. Darren races around. Smith goes around him. Darren stays with him and called for the reach-in foul. I think it's on the floor, and it should be an inbound. With the running clock, it sneaks up on us. That's halftime. We'll pause 2 minutes. 5-4 lead Jags. Start of half number 2, and these teams will swap directions. It's a 1-point advantage for the Jags, and they'll line up, get their man, and it should be a Jags ball. Sarnell inbound to Gabriel, and here we go. 23 picked up by 17, and he'll work to his right side. Trying to get open or find a lane, dishes off to King, and a tie-up ensues. Sarnell inbound here under the basket as the possession arrow belongs to the Jags. And he'll fire to King. King can just go back up with it and shoot. It's short. Gabriel's got it, but then should have gone back up, would have drawn the foul. Turns around, and now he goes up with it and nearly dropped it in, got his board. Dishes off, King's too deep, puts it up and rattles out, and Moreno puts a stop to the madness. Here he comes the other direction, keeping that dribble going, and nearly stolen by 33. Inbound will come from the Spurs. Monaco, chest pass, Rivas into the paint, over the top and intercepted by Sarin. Sarin's got the turnover, and then lets everybody get down court at the instruction of the referee. He works to his right side, trying to blow by and loses it. And 24 going to have a chance to dribble down. 24 now working fast to his right side. Got an open lane. If he wants it, he'll take it. It's high off the glass. And it's a ball off of Sarin, and so it'll stay with the Spurs. Bounce pass. Rios with it. Wheels around his right side. And Percent trying to grab it from the backside, and a reach-in foul called on him. So inbound, Spurs, into the hands of Rivas, over Sarin's head. 5 races over to defend, and thought about trying to take that ball. King with a good effort. And Rivas going to take it all the way. Layup, too strong. We've seen a lot of too strong layups today, and a jump ball. So the ball will stay down here on the Spurs end, and Gabriel will stick his hands out and try to impede Three's lane. Nope, it's going to be 8, and he's got that height. And Whitaker open over here on the side. Jags do some subbing. Gabriel will come over and cover her. And he's got 5 seconds to get it in. He does. King races around, and that ball is kicked out, and I think they're going to look at each other and say, stays with the Spurs perhaps. A timeout, paused action momentarily. Inbound pass, Spurs. Sanchez high, looking for 17 underneath the basket and blocked by Gabriel. Oh, ball, and here he comes, racing down the court. He's got Elijah open, and 5 steals it. If he would have seen him, he could have dished it to him. And then 5 hits the deck, loses his footing, and I think it's a travel called. So 17 trying to get in Gabriel's way. He finds Elisha, and then he's got a chance to get the ball down court. Get to redo the inbound here since the press was on. And Elisha works to his right side, and King steals it from him, but they're going to blow the whistle and call a foul on him for reaching in. Pass goes to Elisha, and now he's got company, but they're saying White get back. Cardona works around the left edge, and King knocks it out, and they'll stay down here. Correction, Smith knocks it out. Open Jag player, Sarin races over, coming down the baseline. Wheels around, has the shot up, and wouldn't drop. And Gabriel tries to wrestle it away. It's a jump ball, and this one is a Jags ball. So Gabriel inbounds. Elisha tried the mid-range jumper, hangs on to it, wheels around, 5 trying to get it, gives it to Sarin. Sarin, around the right side, takes the shot from downtown. It's short. Gabriel's got it, and 17 trying to tie him up, and they will call a tie-up, and this will go to the Spurs. So Jags will retreat. 1:37 in the third. Still a 1-point game. Jags 5-4. Whitaker all the way in. Nobody there and too hot off the glass. And Sarin's got the board. And he'll let him come on by. And now he'll just go. Coming back into the lane. Right side. Trying to keep that dribble going. And then just trying to funnel it to somebody, but they're not there. And somehow stays without the backcourt violation. Splits the defense. Goes up and fouled, but not called. Jags save it. Elisha fires one. Back of the rim. Gallo there. 5 gets it. And now 15 saves it. Over to Sarin. He's going to race to the goal and kicks it out of bounds. And we got pandemonium. Well, the Jags had too many on the court, and the Spurs just went ahead and went with it. And then they got one guy off. And then a jump ball, and it'll be Black. And a good-looking shot from 15, just couldn't get it to drop. 3 seconds, got to shoot it from here, and it'll expire. We'll go to the fourth 1-point game. So final scene here in the game, it'll be a Spurs ball. They got to make up a point, and it's been a pretty good scoring drought for both teams here in the second half. Gabriel picks up Sanchez, and he's looking over the top, tipped away by Sarin. And I think White touched it last. It'll be a Black ball. So inbound comes. And left to right. Thought about a deep shot there. And then he's corralled. And Monaco trying to steal it from him. It's crowded. Perez has it on the baseline. Wrapped up. Sarin's got it now. Wheeling around. And then Gabriel has it. Couldn't need to go right up with it. He got the 2 trees there. Gets the shot off! And drops it in! How about that? Gabriel's got a couple. 6:45. Back from the timeout. 17 back in the game for the Spurs. And she's scrappy in her own right. She'll work to her left side. Got a lane. Lets King go by. Puts it up and in. And she's drawn it within 1 again. Jags will have to respond. 6:19, got a 1-point lead. Sarin works the right side, and then stolen, but out of bounds. It'll stay with the Jags. So Sarin will inbound, looking for help. Finds a man, Perez under the basket, turns around, shoots, it's going to be short. Ball ricochets away, Perez collects it again. Finds King, one dribble, and then here comes the defense. Got to shoot quicker. Over to Sarin. Sarin works to the right side. Got to get past Sanchez. And then loses it. 5 hustles for it and out of bounds. Stays with the Jags. Waiting substitutions on the Jags bench over there. Sarin looking for help. Throws it high, looking for Gallo. Finds 13. And then jump ball tied up by Rivas. And we may have a substitution coming here. So a full 5 change out for the Jags. 5 minutes to go in this one. Rivas works over to Smith. Smith races to the goal and knocked away. I think it was Kai who got a hand on him, and he also got more than that, I guess. Smith's going to the line. A chance for Smith to even things up here, and misses off the back, and so he'll have one more chance. Shot number 2 on its way and bags it, and it's tied at 7. Darren back in the game. He works with 4 minutes to go. Corralled and then a misfire looking for Kai, and they weren't on the same page. I think they'll let him press at the 2-minute mark. It's 3:41 right now, so got to get back on defense. Gabriel trying to stay in front of Smith, works around, puts his hand up, fires over to Caro, Booty guarding him. Still looking for something and knocked away. Smith collects it. Races to the left side. Gabriel's going to try not to let him go by him. Blocks it. Gabriel's got a couple blocks today. Smith gets it back, fires one up, and it was on frame for a minute, and then Darren's got it to let him get back, and here he comes. 3:09 to work. Darren splits the defense, goes right past him, up he goes and too strong. Smith has the board, working the other way, and then stops and says let him get by. He's still on his side of the court. Have a chance to catch his breath as he's gassed, and the whistles blow. So a well-timed timeout by the Spurs coaching staff to let them get their breath. They've only got 4 subs compared to about the 8 that the Jags have, and 24 Rivas all the way into the lane. Has to get rid of it. Pooty treating him dirty. 24 over to Sanchez underneath the goal, trying to find some room. Now Rivas puts it up and misses, and Darren's got it, and he's just going to race on by. Here he comes. He's got an open Kai, but he's going to take it all the way. Lets the defense go by. Slows down. McKellar blocked. Kai short and out of bounds, and a Spurs ball. So a high-intense, stressful finish here to this one, tied at 7. 2 minutes to go. Rios picked up by Kai. Pass intercepted, and here comes Darren. Blows by the defense, and Darren takes his time and drops one in, and the Jags have the win, or have the lead back. 9-7 the count, 1:45 to play. Rivas, who's been pretty key for the Spurs offense, and a timeout taken. So Sarin checks in the game. 1:41 to go. Rivas works to his left side, looking for a lane. Finds Sanchez. He finds 17. Sarin comes over and puts his hands up. She's underneath, but she's got to go over trees and blocked by Gabriel. He has been everywhere on defense, and here he goes. He's got an open Darren, but he's going to take it all the way himself. Now he's got to do something. Looking for help. Gives it to Darren, and then Rivas ties him up. So Sarin will inbound. And stolen by Smith. Got to fake that pass, and then Darren takes it right back, and here he comes. And touch on the shot. Won't go. Spurs dodged a bullet, Darren fighting for it, and you gotta love the fight from both these teams. Goes up, Sarin on the baseline, McKellar respawns, and Smith's got the board. Here we come the other direction, 30 seconds to go, 2-point game, Jags up, Smith into the paint, and stays in bounds, up and down he goes, wheels back around, Sanchez puts one way over the top, and 17 out of bounds, turns it over. So the press can be on. Nice crossover move by Darren. Keeps it alive, worked to his right side. A 3-ball. Oh, and he nearly got it. Off the back. And that's the ball game. 7-9. The Jags survive. They improved to 2-1. And how about the fight from both these teams? They gave us more than we bargained for. And that's why we love sports. We'll see you guys next time.